And welcome back. Today we are flying out the SM.91. This thing has way too many guns in the front, it is not very agile, and it does have a 20mm gunner in the back. Before we get started, thank you to all my Patreons and to everyone looking to buy anything from the Gaijin store. Feel free to do so with the link down below. You get a 3% discount, no decal yet, it should be there in about 1 to 2 weeks. But on that note, this Spitfire will kick off the video with whatever the hell that maneuver was. I'm not sure how I managed to team kill him, but hey, I'm sorry, I guess. So, how do you fly this thing? Well, there is no real way to fly it, and the real problem is that everyone for some reason really wants to head on you. And you would think, well, you have 6 20mm in the nose, which pack quite a punch. That should be a good thing, right? Well, the issue is that you can't really dodge the head-on. And if you get damaged, you become even more useless than you already are. Now sure, you can go turbo passive and do absolutely nothing all game, but what's the fun in that? So we are going to be using spawn, the early game positioning, to try and kill as many people as humanly possible. We have this P100 as well as the P51 pitching up for us, so I'm going to go sideways. This will make it so that I'm a little bit further away if they start climbing up for us, so that they go a little bit slower and they lose a little bit more speed. This P51 will stall himself out, but there's also a P63 coming in, so I am forced to break off switch targets, and I have to head on this guy. So I'm going to stick it a little bit longer than I would like, because if he survives that head on and I have to dogfight with a P63 with relatively high energy state, together with this P51 and that Q100, I am simply going to die. Q100 pitching up for us, P51 as well, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. The Q100 here is extremely slow, he can't really aim at us, and it's basically a free kill. That's not really that much of a dangerous head-on, but I need to get him out of the match right there, so I can go up and stall out the P51. I'm gonna start using the flaps here, just to cut into his turn, just a little bit quicker. I'm gonna try to get the shot right here, and he dives out, which is the correct thing to do. But he already bombed this fight completely. I'm now on his 6, I'm trying to get a shot in, and I'm just slamming that elevator key and nothing is happening. As he dies, I get the whole Mustang parade on my 6, and we are going to start going a little bit more defensive. I'm going to start throttle dropping, because if I go too fast, I will compress, I will go straight, and I will be a very easy target for all the Twitter users, and I will instantly be cancelled. So I will try to stay in front of him. I try to have some energy in my plane, so I'm throttling up and down here and there, and I'm trying to see who presents himself. But at this point, I carried 3 people all the way down to the deck, and I killed 3 of them as well. So essentially, I took out 6 people at the start of the match here, and the rest of my team should have a pretty easy time killing the rest. Should have totally hit that, and that other guy that I got a hit on should probably be crit, but hey, alas, you can't win them all. So I'm gonna start cutting inside of him. I noticed that this FU is coming back down, and I'm forced to pitch up for him, because if I do not, I am dead. So I pitch up, I try to get the shot in, and this thing is just too much of a boat. It is not going to happen. The P51C has no idea what's going on. He could have killed me 6 times over, but he keeps breaking off. I think he really wants this video to happen, and he really wants me to actually get some footage in. He now gets on my 6, and I'm forced to flat turn. I'm just gonna send it for this FU. I'm then going to switch to the gunner, but because of the damage that I get, I'm going to start spinning around, and I'm not able to get my gunner on target, and he manages to kill me. Well, pretty good start, 5 kills, 2 guys on the deck. Should be a win to my team, and they did win. So I did my job, and I will go to the next game, which is, well, gonna look the exact same way. We have a P43, a Key 27, an F4U, a P39, and an I-16, and a guy right below us, but he is basically out of the picture right now. And if it looks like this, you can actually start doing something. And again, I'm gonna go a little bit to the side. I have enough energy here to go up and a little bit to the side, so it takes them a little bit longer to reach me. They will lose more energy, they will go slower. The P43 as well as the Key 27 are both extremely annoying to kill in this thing, because they are hyper maneuverable planes. So I'm gonna actually go for the Key 27 first, despite the fact that he has basically no ability to actually kill me. But he is so damn agile, he's more agile than a biplane, so I want to get him out. Then I will extend out. Both these guys are going extremely slow, and I'm gonna start using the gunner. I have no idea how to aim this thing. I never use gunners at all. I'm overleading, underleading all at the same time. It's honestly quite incredible. But I'm outrunning both these guys quite handily, and I'm gonna start pulling them up slightly so that I can stall them out. I see 2 people quite far away over there, but they shouldn't be an issue just yet. So I'm just gonna go straight up here. They are about to stall out, And I am completely oblivious to that P63 that's coming in the background, because I want to stall out this P43. I then touch my rudder a tad bit too much. I drop in a little bit too fast, and I'm forced to switch over to the FOU. And now this guy survives, the FOU survives. I'm gonna go up here. And again, you need to be aware when you do this stuff, because I can kill this P63 right here. Very handily even. There we go. But there's a guy like parking himself right above me. I'm completely oblivious and I simply die. Awareness is very important in playing like this, but at the same time I don't think I could have done anything to him, so it doesn't really matter in the long run. But you want to be aware, you cannot be caught off guard on this thing, but at the same time, whether you see him or not, it doesn't really matter if the enemy plays it right. I can tell that this guy wants to go head on, which means that I have to take it. I cannot dodge. I try to dodge a little bit, but he sends it. So I am forced to then send it back. I am now damaged. I'm already in a state that I don't like to be in with this thing. He's shooting his stealth. I'm just shooting at him. He breaks off, and that's going to make it so that I can get my shots in. Unfortunately, not enough of them. P51C again on R6, SM.91 on our front as well. I want to get him out. He's not really going to accomplish anything, but I have someone on my 6. I have the ability to kill the guy in front of me. I want to dwindle these numbers down as quickly as I can, and we're gonna do exactly that. We killed 2 guys, we crit one of them, and one of the P51s is now chasing me back to the deck. So again, and there's another P40. I think that's a guy I crit, but I'm taking a lot of pressure off my team by disrupting them at the early game, coming in there, shoot some people, crit some people, kill some people, and then drag the other guys on the deck. Doing this, well, my team right now is looking at like 8v12, or maybe 8v11, because I'm on the deck right here, and I can deal with these guys on my own. And with deal with, I mean keep busy and then die. I'm gonna start slowing down a little bit. I'm trying to get behind the P51C. It's gonna pressure him to make mistakes, and if he makes mistakes I might actually get some shots in, but he does the right thing and he goes vertical. P40 compresses into the ground because he is, well, a P40 TY154. Thank you indeed, Mr. 154. And now I'm gonna be diving away. I'm waiting for my gunner to get in range. I'm just trying to get some hits in, but I just can't aim this thing. Like, I cannot aim this gunner. It's a pretty low rate of fire. It's not a very high velocity. And the P51 is a pretty slim target, but that's a massive excuse because I just don't know where these guns are going. So we wait for him to dive on us. We wait for him to gain a little bit. Then we're gonna cut inside of his turn. And because we are so much slower, because our engines are absolutely cooked, we are just gonna send it. I have no ability to run away anymore. I'm way too slow. So I'm gonna use the fact that I'm so slow to get my nose on target when he flies in front of us. Missed the first shot, kind of unlucky. Luckily, we can drop this nose quite handily and slam him right out of the air. Thank you for playing, Mr. Kubuk. We are RTB, but I mean, that first P40 hit our oil tank, our water tank, and our engines are absolutely busted. I can't really do anything. I probably would have been able to get a lot more kills this game. This was one of those games where everything kind of went right, or could have gone right rather. It's just I got hit too much, I got damaged too much, and now, I mean, I'm going 250 on the deck. There is a B18 in front of us, there's a P39N, a P51 something, and a J22. And these things alone will already give me a run for my money in my current state. It will give me a run for my money when I'm completely okay. So what can I do now? I'm forced to take the head on with the B18. I mean, I'm already dead, so I'm just gonna take an extra kill with me before I go into the grave. I'm gonna try to kill him real quick. He hits us. I have no ability to dodge anymore. I'm going 280 kilometers an hour. He tries to dodge and down he goes. And that's what I mean with it's very hard to dodge head-ons in a fat plane. It's the same with the B18. I'm going 240 and I'm not able to do anything. I'm gonna try to dive here, get my gunner on target, but it doesn't really matter. I am not able to pitch up again, so I start kissing a tree. P39 crashes as well, trying to go for me, so I'll take that very gladly. So what happens when the enemy isn't the paid actor and doesn't want to die to you? It becomes very hard to kill them, because you don't have any nose authority, and this thing is an absolute boat. You don't really pull any AOA, you don't roll very well, the rudder is unresponsive. I mean, you are a twin boom, and your turn rate in itself is also not very great. And on top of that, the entire handling is just super awkward. And you'll see that in this exact clip. The Key 100 here, he wants to die to us. He is just gonna fly straight, he's gonna do absolutely nothing. We almost get a hit in, but then I have to switch to the Spitfire. Look at him. Even though he rolls right in front of my guns, any other plane I would have slammed him right there if the guns would allow me to. Why? Because it can put its nose where I want it to go. If you dodge head-ons like that, you are going to die. But because I'm in this plane, it's very easy to stay alive versus it, because all you have to do is play nimble, don't fly into the guns, and you will be completely fine. I'm gonna use the gunner again, but this is the actual first game I did in this plane. And you can tell I have no clue where these guns are going. He starts dodging, and I'm just gonna stop shooting. There's another Spitfire in front of us, he's also quite high, so I want to kill him right here, as he is not really paying attention. And when they fly like this, of course, I'll just shoot you out of the air. If you want to get into a video that badly, then well, be my guest, I guess. So, Spitfire is still on our 6, and he does want to dodge the head-on, which is going to make this very much annoying. Because I can try to reverse him, I can try to dogfight him, but it's an early Spitfire, and it's just not going to happen. It turns way too well, and this thing turns way too not well. So I'm going to try to push another head-on. Pull in all the flaps, I'm going to pull in very last minute, and he dodges again. But he turns the wrong way, so I'm going to get a shot here. Very easily. I miss it. Well, I hit it, but it doesn't do any damage, of course, as per usual. I'm then going to try to zero throttle, get behind him once more, and you can see that this loop is tightening. I'm not gaining on him anymore. I can maybe follow one more time, because I have some position here, but if he turns the right way here, I am reversed. There we go. We are now almost equal here. I might get one more shot in if he turns the wrong way, but he doesn't. He goes up, and we are forced to disengage. And look at that, it's midfield AA in the middle of a dogfight. God damn, I love this game. So we are now going to run away. I mean, I was going to run away anyway. And we are going to try to hit him again with our absolutely impeccable gunner aim. Blah 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 blah, and nothing happens because I just don't know where the guns are going. I'm not as bad with gunners when it comes to like 50 cals and maybe high fire rate guns. But with planes like this, I just don't know where they're going. It looks like a tracer is somewhere else as where it actually is, and he's going to start catching us, but he gets a little bit too greedy. He starts flying straight at us, and we finally set him on fire with a singular gunner hit. And he's not happy with it, and I can understand why, but at the same time he already got hit mid-dogfight by 6 20mm, and he also survived that. But so I don't really think it is unfair to say that he deserves to die right there. He did the right thing for the most part, but you know, it's just a very annoying fight for both of us. I'm kind of forced to just run away, and he is forced to just dodge the head-on, and this is going to make it so that both of us can't really kill each other. Of course, he will eventually kill me very easily because the gunner coverage of this thing is not very great. But for the most part, it's an extremely annoying dynamic because I am kind of not able to kill anyone if they are not trying to die to me. And they have to keep staying in my gunner if they want to kill me or go head on or stuff like that. So you just want to kind of stay outside of the gunner coverage, which is lucky because the coverage isn't that great. But the entire dynamic of fighting this thing is just kind of annoying. It's annoying for both parties, and this Wyvern, these are the kind of people that you will get your kills on. He just turns around right in front of us, gives us his 6, and I'm gonna be chasing him. I'm going to be spraying him because I want to kill him, but I just can't get my guns on target at all. And then he just turns in front of me to go for the B-25. I don't understand this. Like, I get it, you want an easy kill, but if it's going to get you killed instantly, then is it worth it? I mean, I don't think it is, but you know, I've said that multiple times already throughout my videos. It's just that the one kill mentality doesn't get you anywhere. You might get one kill here, but you very easily could have gotten 2 or 3. Gotten some experience and actually some fun, because like just full sending it for a bomber and then turning in front of a guy with 6 20mm, I just don't see the appeal to it. I'm gonna turn around for the Euro 2, but it's mainly because he is going very slow, but then I notice he's in a fucking flat spin. So I can instantly break off again, but I just want to mainly get away from that pack. I'm too low, I don't have the energy, I don't have the position like I did in the early videos here, or in the early clips. So I'm kind of forced on the back foot, and I have to make something work. I'm just going to try to get them low again. I'm going to go for the J22. and maybe I can invite some of these guys above me to just start diving on me. So I'm just playing it for the team game here. I'm not really trying to get kills anymore. I just want to get these guys to go for me and waste all their altitude and energy and start burning some of those calories. So Bad Doctor coming for us, but he breaks off to go for the P47. He has good target prioritization right there because he actually goes for the right target, because I'm not really a threat. So Yak 9 as well as the F6C are above us and actually engaging someone else, so we are completely fine. F6C goes down, PE8 not really an issue. Key 61 on our left, as well as an F6C in our front, but the F6C is outrunning us. I'm not gonna be even able to kill him if I wanted to, and this Key 61 is coming right at us. And you know what that's going to mean. Will he take the head on? Of course he will. I do not understand these people. Why would you full commit something with 620mm when you have 250 cals and 2 7mm which do absolutely no damage? But hey, must be me. We go head on with an F6C and we are slightly below him, we are slightly slower. We dodge the head on, we still get our engine nicked, but we are below him and this will give us a little bit of an advantage in the dogfight because we can push up straight into him. He's not really paying attention though. He's completely flying the wrong direction and he ends up giving us a shot. Down goes Bad Doctor. And that's essentially the entirety of this video. We are going to clean up some guy on the deck. I know I sound very dead this time. I am. It's 4:50 AM. So you know, I'm just trying to get some stuff done before the day gets started because I have a lot of stuff to do today. And I decided, why not use the SM.91? I mean, I had enough footage. It's not spectacular, but I really do not want to fly this thing again. And I keep getting people to ask me to make a video on this thing. And it's just a very frustrating plane. It's not necessarily horrible. You can make this thing work if you play it with a little bit more patience. But when you play a plane like this with a lot of patience, it becomes very frustrating when you put all your time and effort into getting a kill and then they simply roll out of the way and you get nothing. It is a bit of a third party mobile. I like to just fly it as a disruptor. Basically scare everyone into turning for me, make everyone dive on me because I'm an attacker and they think, oh, free kill, and try to win the game that way. Just try to get frag as many people before I die myself. And I've had pretty decent luck with it. But man, not a fan of these vehicles, but with that out of the way. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.